If I wasn't so tired, I'd give him a cheer. And that's no error.
Ready to slip, number one?
All ready, sir.
Let it go aft. Pull on your spring forward. Slow ahead, starboard, pilot.
You never think there was a war on, would you?
But there isn't. Not just for a minute, that is. We've got 5 more whole days.
Flat calm. Looks like a piece of grey silk, doesn't it?
My auntie had a dress that colour once, and she sent it to the cleaners, and it come back all spotty.
Funny. I think this is such a little island, isn't it?
Mm.
He's got France now, and France is only 20 miles from England. Makes you think, don't it?
Mummy, your father won't eat sausage roll.
That's probably because you've spoiled him so dreadfully.
Look, Bobby, that one diving's a hurricane.
No, it isn't. That's an ME-109. Like the one they brought down last Tuesday. Bobby, don't speak with your mouth full.
What a perfectly lovely day it's been. Lovely for us, I mean. I suppose that's very selfish of me, isn't it?
Extremely.
I can't believe it's so dreadfully wrong to forget the war now and again. When one can, just for a little.
I think it's very clever of you, with all hell breaking loose immediately over our defenseless heads.
I made the most tremendous effort and pretended it wasn't real at all. They were toys having a mock battle just to keep us amused.
It's the most shameful confession. Sheer escapism.
I don't care. It has been a lovely day. Sun's been shining and the country looks so green and sweet and peaceful. And you are on leave, even if it's only till the day after tomorrow. Teddy, I wonder where we shall all be this time next year.
A lot might happen between now and this time next year.
Take care of yourself, my darling.
It was a good honeymoon while it lasted.
Tweedledee smiled gently and began again. The sun was shining on the sea, shining with all his might. He did his very best to make the billows smooth and bright.
This cocoa gets thicker and thicker every night.
It's warm anyhow, sir. Lines the stomach, as you might say.
Well, it's practically porridge.
There goes another lot, sir.
Looks as if poor old Plymouth's going to get it again.
Well, I will say one thing for that bit of fish. There may not have been much of it, but what there was tasty.
It's that Mr. Morgan. He always favours us. It's Frida that gets round him. The moment we got in the shop this morning, up he'd come with a chair as if we was royalty.
Oh, he's all right if only he wasn't quite so nosy.
How are you feeling, dear?
Fine, thank you.
That letter from Shorty must have cheered you up.
Oh, I wish he was home. And I wish that ship would get a bit damaged. Not so that anyone was hurt, mind you, but... Well, just so as he could get a little bit of leave.
Never mind, dear. Men must work and women must weep. That's what I always say.
That sink's topped up again. Never rains, but it pours.
We'd better get Mr. Luton in.
He was blitzed out last week. Don't know where he's moved to. Anyone see my scissors?
Yes, I've got them. Here they are.
Thanks, dear.
Oh, dear, they are again.
A bit later than they were last night.
wish you'd go down to the shelter, Frida.
Oh, please don't start all that again, Auntie. You know I hate being shut up down there. It makes me feel sick. I'd much rather stay up here. I would, really.
But in your condition, dear, I honestly think...
No use, Mother. Why don't you leave her alone?
It's all but if I knew being so calm and collected. But I tell you one thing, here and now, my nerves won't stand much more of this night after night, and that's the truth.
You can go down to the shelter if you want to. Nobody's stopping you.
Try as I may, I can't understand why you won't shut up the house and evacuate.
Told you why till I'm blue in the face.
When you could go away somewhere quiet. Seems just plain silly to sit here and ask for it.
Could go away. Where, I should like to know?
Well, Dorothy for a start. She's got a spare room.
Thank you for nothing. I've slept in it.
It may be a bit poky, but it's safe.
Now, once and for all, Mother, will you do me a favour and shut up about this? I've told you how I feel, and that's that. This is Walter's home, see? And he expects to find me in it when he comes back on leave. What do you suppose he'd think if he turned up unexpected one day and found the house locked up and me hiding somewhere in the country? Might only have a few hours. That'd be a nice thing, wouldn't it?
Well, you could let him know where we were, couldn't you?
Oh, it's we now, is it? I thought there was a catch in it.
Kathleen Hardy. How can you say such a thing to your own mother?
Well, I'm sorry, but you make me tired sometimes,
Well,
really, you do.
Sure, I'm only trying to be sensible.
What about the garden and Walter's bulbs that he's so proud of? Who'd look after them?
Oh, bulbs don't need any looking after. They just come up.
Come on, Frida. Under the stairs you go. Your chair's all ready for you.
Oh, I'm all right here, Kath. I am really.
Never mind about that. Just do as you're told. There's a good girl. We'll leave the door open like we did before, so you won't feel lonely. Come on. I'll bring you sewing. Light's quite good in the hall.
That sounds like a landmine.
No, just an ordinary HE. Landmines make more of a rumble.
I don't like it, Kathleen. It's no use pretending I do.
I know you don't, Mother. Nobody does. But there's no use in making a fuss, is there? Cheer up. There's a dear. Are you all right, Frida?
Yes, thanks.
If you're cold, I can run up and get you an eiderdown.
I'm quite warm.
We'll have some tea in a minute anyway, just to keep us going.
Right you are. Back. Carefully now. Whoa, back, slow. Whoa, whoa.
Tell Walter. Tell him I didn't want to leave the house.
Nurse. Nurse. Is it all over?
Yes, dear. It's all over. Don't worry. Mother and child doing well.
This is the fourth time in 3 months we put into this dead and alive hole.
Don't worry, Cop will be off again tonight, I shouldn't wonder.
I know. There's no need to rub it in, but I'm chock-a-block with this place.
Where could you go if you could get ashore? Look at it. Nothing but sheep and seagulls. Not even a tree.
What do you expect in the north of Scotland? A blinking casino?
There must be one